Hello, I'm breeding my New Zealand meat rabbits today. We're gonna get some more meat in the freezer. Yeah, baby rabbits. Stay tuned. Okay, hello folks. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Hey, there's a whole lot of romance happening in the bunny bungalow. Yep. I made it happen this morning. So let me take you in and I'll show you what's happening, but I won't show you that part. So I moved my rabbits, my female does, down to the buck cage this morning and left them for several hours. So I am confident that the deed has been done. It is now time to remove my does and put them back in their own environment because I'm pretty sure they've been impregnated. Okay. Here you go, Haley. Back home. Happy girl. Your own space. Sorry, buddy. You got what you wanted. Time to pull out Sage and put her back in her cage. Come on, Sage. Come on, baby. Come on. Ah, there you go. All right. Happy girl. She's got her own space, so she's not bothered by that buck. So I wanted to point out a couple of things. When I'm reaching in, you got two rabbits in a cage and they're both white and you really can't tell which was which. Well, when you see a doe and a buck together, you will know which. No, not that way. No, if they're just sitting there and just resting, there's a way to tell a difference between a doe from a buck. Now, I pointed this out before, that that pouch of skin that's under the chin, that is indicative of a doe. This is Sage's sack. Misty, she has one too. And Haley, she also has one. But you will note it's absent on the bucks. That's one way I could tell at a glance, just by looking at them, that they are void of that extra skin under the pouch. So that's indication that it's a boy. Plus his head is more rounder. It's because of the testosterone. This is Matthew, and this is Mace too. Yeah, did you catch that? I called them Mace too. Unfortunately, we lost Mace. Don't know what happened. I did not do any forensic studies on his little corpse, but came out one morning and he was deceased. But not after I had bred Misty to him. I left Misty in Mace's cage for 4 days. Maybe that's why he died. He plumb wore himself out. I don't know. Anyway, she was bred to Mace on the April 24th. And notice I have today's date for these does that I just bred today to Patrick, Dune, and Matthew. But Misty was bred to Mace on the 3/24. And according to my chart here, her due date is on May 24th. So I wrote a reminder on here on when to install the nesting boxes, which is important. I want to make sure I have the nesting boxes in at the right time. So the nesting boxes will go in on the 21st of this month. So Misty has plenty of time to acclimate to that box and get it ready for having kindling little baby kits. So I'll be having more rabbits. Now these other rabbits, these are the babies. I have unfortunately 2 mutants. Those are not going to be sold. They are runts. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I really don't, because I can't even raise them out for my own food source. Don't know. But these other, I got 2 bucks and 2 does separated in these cages, and these 2 mutants are does. And then I got Mace 2 from Haley. Yep, Mace 2 is from Haley. So he's not from a mutant line. God forbid I should get any more of that bad mutation in my rabbits. So I'm a bad rabbitry owner, because the don't forget sign I have posted up on my wall says, don't keep nasty rabbits or any with regressive genetic flaws. And these 2 definitely have regressive genetic flaws. And that's why I'm purposely not rebreeding them. So they should have been thumped over the head when they were born once I recognized that they do have a genetic flaw. I know I will be paying closer attention to it in the future. But, oh, that's the hard part about homesteading. It's a hard part of homesteading. Very hard. I mean, they're little. They're not growing. I'm expending the energy, time, and expenses to feed them, and they're really not good for the purpose in which I'm raising them for. They're not even pet quality. It's a hard thing to cope with, very hard thing to cope with as a farmer. I bet you a lot of farmers, every farmer goes through this and trying to figure out what to do. So I know in the future I will not reveal any more mutations on my homestead. This is for the benefit of all you farmers and future farmers who are getting ready to start homesteading or start farming. Informational only. Be aware and expect at times you're going to get adverse mutations in your livestock, and you have to deal with it accordingly. This is not really what I intended this episode to be, but through the course of talking to you guys and just being spontaneous with my episode, it evolved into something else. And I think I'll just we'll deal with the episode on homesteaders and farmers dealing with mutations. I think that's what I'll title it. I extrapolate a title from my show based on something I stated or said. I was going to just, it's a happy thing, talk about breeding rabbits. But you know what? I've talked about breeding rabbits in the past. So I think I stumbled on something else that is important. As tough it is, as tough as it is, because of our humanity and our compassion, yeah, we have to face things like this, and it's tough. It's really hard. So this is the first time, my first time of ever having to deal with mutations. I've had things get born and die. They hatch, they die. You deal with it. You go into the rabbitry or the goat pen or whatever, and the animal's dead. You don't know why. Things happen. But because I'm the compassionate person I am, folks, this is hard for me. I'm going to go ahead and raise these babies and do the best I can to nurture them. It's wrong in the world of farming for food and farming for profit. But I'm going to go ahead and chalk this up to experience, and since they are this far along, I'm going to go ahead and allow them to grow out and try to make them as comfortable as possible and give them a different environment to thrive in. But really, looking at them right now, I don't think they probably won't survive long. And if they do, they're just going to be little tiny things. They're not even good pet quality. Jeez. So, not the show you expected to tune into. The other side of farming and homesteading. You know what? It's a learning experience for us all. I want to keep this program real. If I hid this in the background and just not talked about it and not showed you, I ultimately would be doing a disservice to you, and I would feel awful within myself knowing that I am deliberately deceiving my audience and thinking that everything is roses and honey here at the homestead. No, it's not. So bear with me as I continue to learn to homestead and farm and do animal husbandry and take care of my animals, my livestock, and make choices. That's what it comes down to. Make intelligent choices. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Mountains of the Pacific Northwest. Folks, I'm just trying to be as transparent as I can, being honest and forthright. Please subscribe, click that bell icon. That'll alert you to new episodes as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up. That likes the show, likes the episode. And if you felt at all informed through this little episode, let me know, because that helps me if I, clue me in on if I'm providing the content that you guys want to see. And I'm also, just trying to be creative and doing things, all things homesteading. That's what my channel is about, all things homesteading. So there's car mechanics. I'm getting ready to jack up my 1-ton dually and get under there and do an episode under that. Stay tuned for that one. We're continuing the bathroom remodel. I finally talked myself into doing it. My knee is feeling better, as you could tell me walking around with a limp. Yeah, we're getting better. And then there's other things happening around the homestead. Be safe and always please be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode, okay? Bye-bye now.